acquainted with the room here for a second. I am Aaron Wright, and I'm a father of 2 children. Zachary is my oldest. He is almost 16 years old and is a student at Rockhurst, so he's a sophomore at Rockhurst High School, and just now getting ready to drive. There's a lot of tension in my home right now. For that, I also have a daughter who is 12 years old. Her name is Morgan, and she is a classic daddy's girl. She's the apple of my eye. She, anything she really wants, all she has to do is kind of bat her eyes at me, and just Morgan gets. So I'm married. I've been married now for almost 17 years to a wonderful wife who supports me in all my endeavors. As in my past, I owned a mortgage company and several other different entrepreneurial type of scenarios have gone on. I do a little bit of art. I love to paint. I love to draw. However, and you're going to be writing those odds down quite a bit. But I love to do that stuff, and it's unfortunate that I don't choose to carve out enough time for that, just because I help out with the Boy Scouts that my son is. He's almost an Eagle Scout, which I'm really proud of. He's now working on his Eagle project. And then in the evenings, I have this passion for fitness, and like Chad, who fortunately gets to work out all day, every day, I work so much. I probably put in about 12 hours at my regular job, and then I have the kids and my wife to come home to. I don't have enough time, and so I'm very, very busy. So what I decided to do one day, this was in 2010 when I had a mortgage company, and 2008 when I had a mortgage company, and as most everybody knows in the mortgage business, that the business was very difficult to do, and I was losing my business at that time, and I had to figure out, what does a good businessman do? Well, he works a little bit harder, tries a little bit more, and unfortunately that took the time out of the gym, going to yoga classes, going to any martial arts or anything like that. So what I decided to do is I would take my weights into the office and I put them down, and then I would go and I would work out inside my office. So one day I go in and I did a Body for Lifestyle, if you know about that program, and I did a good workout, 45 minutes, and then I was dripping with sweat and I was nasty, and I had a client coming in. So I had to run home, take a shower, and it really did not help in the absence of time and for what I was trying to get done. So then all of a sudden I thought, I wonder if I did a 1 minute exercise at the top of every hour, if that would benefit me at all. So I kind of shelved that idea and I put that onto the side. And then fast forward to 2010 is my little brother asked me to be the best man at his wedding. And so I was very honored by that and very thankful for that. But I had about 5 months to get in shape, and I was about 50 pounds, 48 pounds heavier than what I am right now. And so what I decided to do is, okay, I'm still working a ton. What do I do in order to get this done? Because I know that the cameras are going to be there, the family's going to be there, they haven't seen me in a while since my wedding. And so what I decided to do is I would just kind of sketched out some different little exercises, and it's an isometric and isotonic style of exercise. That it's just a unique blend of those. So I took a couple weights into the office. I didn't tell a soul about it. So what I did is I went into the office, would shut my door when my timer would go off, and then I would perform my exercise. So in about 3 weeks, my wife said, "Honey, are you working out again?" Well, that got me really excited because I hadn't heard that in quite some time. So I was like, okay, yes, honey, this is what I'm doing. And so then by the time of the wedding, which was in June, it was about a 5-month span, I lost about 38 pounds at that time. And I just was really excited and wanted to look my best for my little brother and also for myself. There was a bit of selfishness in there. And so what I decided to do was something that back when my father, when I was 7 years old, my father took me on a fishing trip. And what I remember from that fishing trip was two things that he said to me. One of them was that family is so important, Aaron, and that you really need to make sure that you stick close to the family. The second thing that he taught me was, Aaron, in this world that you need to give more than what you take. And there's actually a very interesting story about a buffalo chasing us and him jumping over the fence and throwing me over the fence, but I don't really have time for that today. So I will hold on to that story for another time. But what my dad told me that day was, Aaron, give more than you take. And that has always been in the back of my mind as something to strive for, number one, to honor my father, and also to make sure that that is my calling on life, and that's how I want to give to my children also. And so that's kind of the precipice of what the Man Movement was, and I've put that out online so that, and in video, so that it's out there, and I've got all kinds of people doing all kinds of great stuff with it. So thank you very much.